Okay. You can do the opening this time.
What the fuck is this called? Hi, welcome to Friends in a Bed. This is your host, Scott Callis, and I am Dalton Simpson. Today we will be talking about episode 7 of Paranoia Agent.
You want to name the episode?
Name of the episode is Megahertz.
Good job. That was hilarious. Wow, okay, we're doing fucking public radio now.
Apparently.
Alright, so it's been a while since we recorded one of these and watched the show. So we should have rewatched this episode because we don't remember it super well, but we remember the important parts.
We've come to the conclusion that as an episode, there's not a whole lot of memorable scenes per se, but it's very important to the plot.
It is. It's mainly about the young detective, this whole episode. And, well, I guess both detectives, but the focus is mainly on the young one. And they're dealing with Little Slugger, because as we talked about in the last episode, Little Slugger was in jail, and yet he attacked the girl on the bridge.
So how do you explain that?
Well, what the detectives believe, which is actually pretty true, is that this Little Slugger that's in jail is a copycat.
Or at least mostly the younger of the detectives believes this.
I think they both do.
Yeah, but
The whole episode's an interrogation.
The younger one's pressing harder to find out.
Right. Yeah, so they, this whole episode, from what we recall, they are interviewing all the victims and interrogating Little Slugger, and eventually, and throughout the whole episode, we get characters in front of cool imagery, which, I don't know, fuck. Damn!
Japanese art.
Yeah, in front of Japanese painted screens, so it's usually like a gold background with painted flowers and painted birds or whatever the heck. It's very Japanese. And throughout the episode, we keep getting cuts to a guy in a room filled with wires and old radios.
Right.
And we're like, what's going on there?
In addition to just general radio sounds.
Yeah, we get radio static throughout the whole episode. Randomly when they're talking to people.
Yes. Well, particularly the young detective.
Yeah, he keeps hearing it.
We should talk about how he's kind of losing it.
Go ahead.
And why. Well, I mean, it's not very clear to the viewer why, but it kind of starts when I believe he looks at the old man in the hospital, the one that is not clearly a little bit cuckoo, but kind of knows things, it would appear.
In a crazy kind of way.
Yeah. So the younger detective looks at him, and he has a very shocked expression on his face, and then from then on, he starts having bizarre visions.
And nightmarish dreams.
Yeah.
Involving the old guy.
Involving the old guy. There's the part where they're eating like lunch together.
In the middle of a street.
In the middle of like a street in like rural Japan or something.
Yeah.
Then the old guy's performing magic tricks and all the audience members turn into the old guy.
The show's trippy. This episode's pretty trippy. And really confusing. All we can come up with is that it's a lot of foreshadow for the last 2 episodes.
Right.
It sets the stage for the young detective, that's for sure.
The radio element does come back.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole episode, the radio element's there, and it's answered at the end of the episode. But as they're interrogating the fake little slugger, he comes out and says he's only attacked the young fat kid and the crooked cop.
Right. Which would fit in with the whole thing of Little Slugger only attacking stressed people.
Yes, and this is where in the show the characters have realized that Little Slugger only attacks people that are cornered or stressed in some way. Let's see. So the young detective snaps. Yeah, he's completely. By the end of the episode, the young detective is just gone.
Yes.
He's a different character by the end. He's crazy, but righteous. He's very righteous. He's looking to take down Little Slugger. He believes that Little Slugger is almost supernatural entity in a way. Which isn't wrong
per se, but that's
from what our understanding is so far.
But he's the only character that feels that way in the show, at least.
And the dog.
Yeah.
The toy dog. Marumi, yay.
Shall we get to the conclusion then?
Yes. So as they've realized that Little Slugger attacks those that are cornered, they have the young detective has a very strong feeling that the fake Little Slugger in jail is going to be attacked, and they go to it. The old detective doesn't believe him, but they go to the jail cell, and guess who was attacked and also killed? Fake Little Slugger. The kid was killed by the real Little Slugger. Yeah. And as they tried to catch real Little Slugger, he kind of just faded away. Mm-hmm. And
as a result, guess who lost their jobs?
Well, they resigned, but
well, it's kind of implied that it was a
forced retirement
resignation.
Mm-hmm. Both the detectives lost their jobs.
Yeah,
which is really upsetting, but
especially
in a way it makes sense.
Right after they witnessed the fake Little Slugger finding his corpse in the cell room, and then watching the real one just dash through the wall, which there's no sense of the mystery being solved to either of them, and then on top of that they have to quit their jobs.
Yep. So the young detective is crazy, and we mentioned earlier that we keep cutting into a room with all these radios and wires and stuff. It's revealed that that's actually the young detective. This whole episode was kind of a flashback.
Yeah. He just made a room full of radios so he could listen in to try and find people who are stressed, I believe, is
listening to feeling the people's radio waves. It's not explained.
Yes, but
it's not supposed to be explained. It's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be crazy.
The idea is he's searching for Little Slugger in that regard.
Mm-hmm. And he's whispering into the radio. He's one person yet not referring to Little Slugger. Realizing that Little Slugger, trying to spread the word that real Slugger is bigger than what
you would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of it for the episode.
Yes.
We couldn't really come up with anything else, huh?
It's like the imagery you really have to see for yourself. I'm not sure words could particularly do the surreal aspect of it does justice.
This whole show, really, you need to watch it. Hopefully you are watching it if you're watching us.
Yes. Otherwise, get out.
Yeah. Go. No. Tell your friends. We need viewers and subscribers. But as I said earlier, I don't really remember the episode very well. It's not super memorable. It's important though, because
it's gonna make you want to watch the next one.
It does, sure. And the next episode is awesome.
Yeah.
so awesome, but it has nothing to do with the previous with this episode.
You should look forward to it.
Mm-hmm. You really should. This episode is important though because it reveals that there is that Little Slugger is a supernatural entity of some sort. That the Little Slugger that they had in jail was a fake. It also stressed the importance of the old man, kind of. They're kind of setting him up, and they're really setting up the young detective for his future roles in the show.
Yes.
As a crazy guy. Well, yeah, that's this episode. I'm Scott, and
Dalton again.
and we will see you next time.
At next time.
At next time. So till at next time.